An influential advocate for fellow sexual assault survivors in Colorado and beyond felt a shame that she didn't share. Shame over why she had not finished her master's degree in criminal justice a decade ago. Tonight, Kimberly Corban sits down with our Kelly Rinke to talk about finishing what she started.
Always. I cannot go anywhere alone.
Help comes in all forms. Support is never far away as Kimberly Corban heals with a microphone.
I'll be editing podcast recording, and the whole reason we created this in the first place is because we're interviewing survivors.
She gives survivors of sexual assault a platform to share their story.
I have spoken to these larger groups, trained prosecutors, law enforcement.
Kim's passionate about her mission.
TED Talk 2018.
For her, it's not just work.
I am a crime victim advocate and sexual assault survivor. In 2006, that's when everything got turned upside down by a stranger who broke into my college apartment, held me captive for 2 hours, and sexually assaulted me. Changed everything for me.
Kim's sexual assault as a student at UNC put her on a new path.
And so I bounced a lot between this building and the psychology classes.
She changed her business major to study psychology and criminal justice.
I figured if I could help one person not have to experience what I did, that would be worth it to me.
A bachelor's degree was just the beginning. Kim got accepted to grad school in 2010 and made it to her final presentation.
And I hit this mental block, and I couldn't get around it. I'm hearing that I'm not good enough. I'm hearing that I'm not actually that smart. The person that was in my ear and became almost that voice in the back of my head was the person that I trusted the most. It was my partner.
She wrote a thesis on trauma and intimate partner violence while living through it.
I didn't realize that the things that I was studying and coding and learning about were actively happening to me at the same time.
That voice stopped her from finishing her master's.
And that has been the source of so much internalized shame and guilt and held me back.
She advocated for survivors for years without realizing she needed help too.
I needed to do the most brave thing I've ever done, and I needed to ask for help.
UNC answered that call 11 years after Kim should have earned her master's.
But they looked through all my transcripts, and I got a call that I'm so glad that I recorded, but they said, "We are awarding you your master's degree."
Years of shame for not finishing turned into overwhelming joy.
I got very choked up because I know how important that was to her.
Ew, feelings.
Michael Rourke has supported Kim from the start.
I was the lead prosecutor on the sexual assault case in which she was and is the survivor, and we successfully prosecuted her attacker.
Over those years, Michael and Kim worked together at the district attorney's office, became co-workers, then friends, and now?
She's my wife.
Michael wants Kim to hold on to happy moments.
Made a video where I got to present her diploma to her, and
Not with waiting for the next shoe to drop, just celebratory joy.
The support she's received will lead her back to school next month.
I am walking in graduation, and then I was informed that I will be giving an address to the graduating class. All right.
Kim is used to a script when sharing her story,
This is not my A game, just so y'all know.
but the kindness of others leaves her speechless.
On the degree itself, the day that it should have been, which was the 10th day of May in 2013.
It was a date stuck in her mind
Ask for help. Keep going, it's so very worth it.
until she followed advice she'd always shared with others.
And to think all I had to do was ask. It's wild to me.
Kimberly feels like she has her voice again because now she can share her entire story. She will be giving her commencement address next month at graduation at UNC.
I'm so glad you brought us this story. As somebody who has followed her advocacy for the better part of a decade, and she's just this powerhouse in the world of advocacy, I never would have known that there was this thing that was bothering her so much.
I know, because she's been so passionate about sharing her story, but now she realizes that was only such a small part. And now she has been so brave to open up about something that has really, made her feel so much shame. And now she's understanding all I need to do was ask for help. And that gave her the confidence to now share her complete story with everybody.
She's tremendous.